Hello YouTube and welcome back to GrunfWorks Plays KSP, and this is episode 20 already. And today we will be building a Minmus Scanner. Yes, you heard that right. We will be going back to the orbit of Minmus and we will use the newly unlocked science experiments, namely the scanner, and I think it will be fantastic. So, probe, scanner, okay, that's it. Thank you very much. No. Okay, yeah, right, now let's see, we have a probe and we have a scanner. It looks a little bit off-center, but I think I'll live. Alright, now let's see, power, we need power, obviously, yes. Maybe two of them, sure, good enough. Then, I want to be adding control wheel, yes, because that makes sense, of course. Then I want to be adding some solar generation options, and I'm thinking these, 3 of these. I really like when it's a setup of 3. It gives sort of, you know, a satellite-ish vibe. And I will be placing a small fuel tank. Doesn't need to be big. Maybe just one toroidal first, then this guy, and then another one. No, they won't stack up. Okay, fair enough. Then we'll put this engine. 1517. More than enough, I would say. Communications. We need a communications device, of course. And I'm thinking this antenna should be pretty decent. Yeah, now I would really want to put this, then this guy, and then like this. Yes, makes it look a little bit nicer, you know, more professional, if you will. And I'm gonna place it on this side. Then I'm gonna put one of the smaller antennas here. With this satellite, we're going minimalistic. It's a scanning satellite, and it's its sole purpose. So, yes. Now, let's call it SAT as a satellite, scanner, satellite, Mark 1. Scanning for resources, hopefully on Minmus to try it out first. Right, now we have to figure out the vehicle that will get it to Minmus. And that would be Airstream Protective Shell. There we go, and beautiful. Lip the tip, clamshell deploy, sides, I would go with 3, probably. Because I think that would be enough. Yes. Alright. Now, without further ado, let's us introduce the lifting vehicle, shall we? And there is no 1 point... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's do it this way then. Hold on. I put, well, 1.2 decoupler, the one that I've just removed, fine. Then I'm actually gonna put another small probe here. And I'll delete the fairing, sure. Then I'm gonna put some batteries, because guys, I just had an idea. It will be going on its own to Minmus, but it will be launched in a reusable booster, meaning the main stage will be going back to Kerbal, you know, Falcon Heavy style, or maybe not actually Falcon Heavy, Falcon style. So yes, we are Elon Musking this. So, power generations, yes. Fins, yes. I'm not trying to build an accurate model of the Falcon, I just want to reuse the principles, so don't mind me. Now, parachutes, I'm gonna be placing you guys here-ish, somewhat. Thank you. Now, that thing out of the way, let's just move a little bit the parachutes. Topmost stack, alright, staging is correct. 5,079. I think it's actually enough. Shall we put the hydraulic detachment manifold? Some small SRBs. Well, that wouldn't be too shabby now, would it? However, I need something more. Wait. Yeah, I need these small guys. They'll just give me the initial kick that I need and everything will be hunky-dory. Yeah. Look at that. Perfect. They're cheap, they're you know. And they'll provide an additional kick which will accelerate us when the thrust weight of 1.5 won't matter anymore. Wonderful. Alright, now let's construct a fairing. Alright. Okay, that looks good enough. And I'm missing... Okay, we put these guys. Good. But I'm missing one more thing. I'm missing the, you know, Falcon signature air brakes. Almost. So, air brakes, yeah. And they're supposed to be stored like this and then they deploy. But I'm gonna actually put them like this. Because when they go down, we want that they deploy, so that's fine. 3, 2, 1, SAS on, throttle to max, and let's launch this sucker. We have liftoff. Okay, solid fuel engines are running and they're giving us this initial kick that I was talking about. Wonderful. Oh, they'll almost take us to the supersonic level. Almost. There we go, and then our main engines will do the rest. Perfect. We are going a little bit steeper than expected, but that's okay because this one has a little bit lower initial thrust to weight ratio, but we are already above 1.8, so I think we're good. I do want to be going into a little bit of a shallower approach. .55 kilometers, and I'm now accelerating sideways as much as possible just to basically bring the periapsis to as close as possible, and then we will be at some point returning this. I might even get it fully orbital and then I just flip around. We'll see how it goes. Depends on the remaining delta V. Okay, our apoapsis is at 100. That's quite decent. Oh, I just love the astronomer spec. Alright, anyway, extend this until we're fully orbital. That would be 910 meters per second, and we have a total of 1700 in this one. Well, that's more than enough. Alright, ditch the fairing, and now we're preparing for the burn. Node will be in 1 minute and 20 seconds, and our total burn time will be 24 seconds. Alright. One minute till the burn. Alright, perfect. Kicking the gas. There we go, we're fully circularized, and we have still 908 meters per second on this stage. However, I think it would be best that I actually now decouple and unfold the satellite, and the satellite will go on its merry way to Minmus, while the transfer stage, or not the transfer, the main stage will be returning back. So, extend the solar panels. Wonderful. Antenna. There we go. I think we are good to go. Stage. Looks wonderful, doesn't it? Now, we have to flip this rocket, which reminds me, I have put a little bit of thrust. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Gentle, gentle, gentle nudge, yeah. See, that's how you add additional delta V to your satellite, while at the same time planning re-entry. Right. Kicking the re-entry, and off our satellite goes, and we are going back to Kerbal. Our periapsis is around 22, which is good, and we have still 999 meters per second of fuel. So, however, I just figured I'd accelerate a little bit more, or decelerate a little bit more, just to have a quicker re-entry. (659 meters per second), deploying the air brakes. Burning a little bit to just retain control over the placement of things. Okay, well, yeah, we're still accelerating because still high in the atmosphere, so air brakes are not working because the air is so thin. Well, let's hope that these air brakes can withstand the heating. And I'm actually thinking I might even spin stabilize this thing. Yeah, maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea, provided it survives re-entry. There we go. I mean, if it blows, it blows. At least we'll learn something, hopefully. Well, that's not your typical Falcon 9 return. Oh, it's flippity flip flip. Okay, getting some control over the craft. There we go. Oh, no, not the other side. Not the other side. Gentle, easy does it, boy. Well, at least it's decelerating, and at this rate I might even be able to salvage it back. So far it looks rather promising. I'm guessing that this all flippage is because I have two aerodynamic surfaces. Let's pop the parachutes. They will hopefully add some stability into all this flippage. There we go. There we go. Slowly but surely we are regaining control. And I was even thinking of, you know, sailing all the way up to the continent, and there use the remaining 500 meters per second to actually land safely, you know. But I think it was a little bit too far out of reach, to be honest. Probably should have planned it on the return trajectory, but it's a point to learn for the next launch, I guess. Going so slowly, and the chutes have returned, which brings this guy for a nice and easy touchdown. We can retract these guys and just time accelerate happily into descent. Coming closer, 300 meters. I wish I had a barge here, that would be really cool. Okay, coming ever so closer. 5 meters per second. Now I might even engage the thrusters just to ease it down, and we land it. Perfect, let's recover the vessel, and then we're going to the shuttle, or then we're going to the satellite. Perfect. Now, as we said, the destination is Minmus. So, Minmus, set as target, yes. Now, ascending node 6.2, okay, let's do this. Minus 1.2, and now it's 0.0, good. Now we only need to correct that, that's 241 meters per second, let's warp until there. Perfect. And the burn time is 13 seconds, as the engine is quite powerful for the craft that we are using, so... Alright, we are pointing orbit normal. Now, getting ready for the burn, and burn. Well, this engine is so fitting for the satellites. Perfect. Good enough, I would say. Now it's time to head over to Minmus. Add maneuver node, and let's eject towards Minmus. Now let's find ourselves a decent encounter. One that doesn't spend our entire Delta V budget, hopefully. There we go, closer and closer it comes, and we have a periapsis on Minmus. 1.2 million. 651, see, a lot better. And 70,000, well, that's good, I'd say. 651, well, I like that one actually better. Right, now we should be warp until the maneuver node, pointing ourselves maneuver prograde, and then we'll do the burn. Wonderful, time warp complete. Pointing in the right direction and getting ready for the burn. Oh, look at that, this is just gorgeous. I'm so glad I listened to you guys and installed this Astronomer's Visual Pack. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I hope you are too. Let me know in the comments as well. Okay, we are burning in roughly 10 seconds. And kick it. There we go, look at that. Oh, this is epic. This is poetry, you know. This is fantastic. And this is depleting our Delta V budget like there's no tomorrow. But we should have more than plenty. Okay, and good enough. 556, as far as I know, it's really not a big deal to get orbital in the Minmus orbit, so I think we'll be fine. Alright, let's now grab a good angle and enjoy as Kerbin goes ever smaller. Oh, this is a beautiful sight. Look at that. Bye, Kerbin. We will not be returning you to Kerbin. Usually when I design a probe, I intended to return it. But when I design a satellite, well, that one should be, you know, just going to its parent body and stay there. As this little guy will. So, going over to Minmus. Kicking the time warp a little bit until the Minmus shows its face on the horizon, and then we'll be switching to it. Alright. Let's see, where is Minmus? Should be somewhere there. Is that Minmus? I'm guessing so. Wow, it's so dark you can barely see. Now, when crossing here, I intend to add a maneuver node which will capture us in its orbit. And that's supposed to be 254, 280 meters per second. To get a decent level of, let's say, 250 kilometers. Roughly, give or take. Now, that will be 273 delta V meters per second, and it's happened in 1 hour, 57 minutes, for a total burn time of 10 seconds. Now, let's do the time warp. Maybe a little bit stronger time warp. That's 1 hour, come on, you can do it. Beautiful view, and Minmus is we're just coming behind it, and it's well lit, so we will have a beautiful view once we actually circularize this and start scanning for the resources, because I plan to, in the future episodes, to deploy a base here, and hopefully as soon as the breaking ground comes out, I'm hoping to actually build a science post out here maybe, and you know. So yeah, guys, when the videos for the breaking ground start popping up, then I will be hopefully upgrading this Let's Play directly with that content. And then we will be continuing on the breaking ground, so hopefully. Okay, here we go. Couple more, and that's it. Beautiful. So the periapsis is a nice 227. Let's add the maneuver node, and we shall be circularizing that, more or less. There we go. 223 by 227, and let's just warp until we get to the correct place. Warp to the next maneuver. There we go. And look at our big long-range comsat, how it goes around and round the Kerbal. Yeah, so, okay, burn time 0.8 seconds. Well, that will be short. Maybe I should probably tweak my thrust so it's not that short. Then again, maybe not. I'll just burn at lower thrust. Something like this, and yeah, there we go. Would you look at that? Deploy the scanner. Shut down the engine. And I'm hoping you, Mr. Scanner, will be providing some valuable intel on the Minmus. Oh, look at that. This is just gorgeous material. Great stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, and even Kerbal got up behind. Oh, so we have the satellite, Minmus, and Kerbal. This is just gorgeous. So this satellite will hopefully be scanning Minmus, providing resources on the ores, and giving us all the necessary details for hopefully setting up some ISRU base and maybe a research station, who knows. But I mean, of course, guys, we will most likely be doing that in the future episodes. The purpose of this episode was just launching this guy and see if it could jolt us with and grant us some wonderful and glorious science. So let's see, what can we do? Perform orbital survey. Starting transmission, yes. Oh look, it is looking for resources. Cut off, toggle overlay, yeah, and monochrome resource, or 601 average, toggle overlay. Well, it did provide some information. I'm overall happy with that. And with that thing in mind, we will be wrapping up for this episode. So guys, you know what to do. As always, like if you like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. This is GrunfWorks signing off.